Hey guys, Ethron here from Langrisser. I'm from the Guild Legion of Scorn, and today we're going to do the Spring Spirit joint battle for Fridays and Saturdays, where we're going to kill the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is immune to most sources of damage, and this is, I feel, the best team due to the mechanics involved in this fight. Luna of Ullr's bow as well as Leon, and all three players have the same setup. So let's begin. So this basically is hinged around managing your buff. You pick it up from these stones, which you see here. Each stone can only be used once. Once you end your turn on it, you will pick up a broken rune buff. And this enables you to break through all the damage immunity that the Valkyrie has, which is here. 4% of max HP. So you need to attack with this broken rune buff onto the Valkyrie 25 times in order to bring her down. A perfect round would obviously mean 6 attacks from all 6 units here. So it's like passing the debuff to each other. The buff, sorry. Broken rune, apply it to the Luna, so it goes in a circle, right? We're gonna attack. We don't even need Wind God Realm because that might waste the buff duration. I pass it to Leon, and the Leon over here is gonna attack the Valkyrie and pass it to the Luna on the left. And then now he's gonna pass it to Luna. Luna is going to use her own Wind God Realm, pass it to Leon so that he can attack after this. And then she's going to attack over here. If none of your units have the debuff, you'll wipe. So it is a really good idea to make sure that there's always somebody with the debuff at all times. Sorry, the buff. I keep calling it debuff because it's like so angry. So anyway, he's going to pass it back to Luna. 4, 5, 6. So we need 7. So the complications come in the form of these enemies. So these enemies are annoying because what they do is that they wipe the broken rune buffs from your units. For the unicorn, it's not so difficult. Basically, he does it in a 1 ring radius, which is fine. Easy to avoid. It's just like that. But the angels, they do it in a 3-line radius, which means you have to avoid all 3 lines here, vertically as well as horizontally. So your safe spot is basically somewhere like here, right? You're hiding from the angel and the unicorn. So we're talking about the upper left of the screen, just based on this spawn. Okay, anyway, so upper left, this is out of the 1 ring radius. Looks good to me. We'll attack and apply the broken rune buff, debuff, whatever. We're gonna attack and hit. Broken rune, we're gonna end turn near the Luna. Maybe here. Make space. Yeah, make space. Pass it on to her. Ah, it's too far away. Okay, anyway. So, we're gonna hit the Frenzied Heavenly Messenger, and I don't think the Luna has far enough range to pass it to the Leon, unfortunately. Does she? Oh, she does, excellent, because of Wind God Realm. Okay. She Gales again, and now that she Gales, you can actually see that player 2 can have the option to go up and get the broken rune debuff from the stone up top. That will of course consume the stone, but that gets in an extra attack that lets us hopefully finish this in 4 turns instead of 5. Okay, good. Leon will hit the Valkyrie here on the top, and then he'll run out of the 3-line range for the angel. So it's really quite annoying having to manage that. Okay, so our 3rd player, Luna, will hit from here and pass it back to Leon. Although, okay, good. So she's able to avoid the angel from there. The last Leon's going to hit and hopefully pass it back to Luna. Alright. So we have 7 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So on round 3, the blinking red square, as it says here, is a dangerous area. So you pretty much want to do what the tooltips say and get out of that area. We're going to apply the maximum number of debuffs that we can. Oh, wow, okay. We can attack from 3 range, that's great. So, let's see, maybe here? Here, I guess. And then we can try to pass it to Leon up top. Good. Just nice. So we got lucky with the Gale, so we're definitely going to end in 4 turns. I'm going to hit from here, so that we can run up and pass it to the Luna over there. Just refresh her buff duration, even though she doesn't quite need it. Player 2 Luna will come and hit from 3 range. And we're gonna refresh the buff on player 2 Leon. Good. It was RNG, but we managed to get the RNG proc. Okay, good. All the RNG is going in our favor. I'm gonna pass it back to this Luna over here. And the last Leon is gonna hit and probably pass it to one of the Leons over there. Okay. So you do not want to stand there because you're gonna die. And this is turn 4 that we're starting. So this will be the last turn that we need to do this annoying thing. Unfortunately, I can't do much with this Luna, so I'm just gonna stand here. For this Leon, because it's our last turn, I'm just gonna be sloppy with positioning. I don't care anymore because we have enough debuffs to do this. We're refreshing everybody's debuffs, buffs, so that they can inflict the necessary amount onto all the units. We probably want to have one that's safe though. So let's have one unit that's safe so that we do have enough units with the broken rune buff so that we don't get insta-wiped. Okay, make it 2. So Luna's gonna attack and run away out of the 1 ring radius of the unicorn. We're gonna hit. And we're probably just gonna run away here. Okay, so 3 lines. Thankfully, we have 2 units with the buff still, and it's dead. Okay, so that's a 4-turn clear of the Spring Spirit joint battle for Fridays and Saturdays. It's very intricate with regards to mechanics, but it does not require any stats whatsoever. So it is suitable for new players if and only if they can follow along with the strategy. Of course, there are other ways to do this. You don't need to have Ullr's Luna, but I felt this was the easiest way. So, as always, I hope you found it helpful, useful, and entertaining. This is Zethrion, signing off.